Once we have our armor laminator uncrated, there's a few things that we need to do to get it ready for operation. And there's a few tools that we're going to need. Some of the tools are a Phillips screwdriver with a number 2 bit, a flathead screwdriver, a pair of pliers, a pair of snips, and a pair of gloves. We're going to first go ahead and put in our heating element. Then we're going to go ahead and get our air compressor ready, and we're going to hook up our air so that we can remove our stops under our rollers. And then we're going to go ahead and put our foot pedal on. Then we'll go ahead and get the power on and have it ready for operation. In the crate, your heating element will be shipped in this plastic tube. We're going to go ahead, we'll remove the heating element from the plastic tube, and we're going to put it into the roller. In order to do that, we're going to have to remove the 2 access panels on the left and right side. So let's go ahead and remove those access panels. So I'm going to use my number 2 Phillips screwdriver to remove my access panels. And I also want to make sure anytime I remove the cover that I am unplugged and the power is off for the machine. So on this machine, our power switch is on the back. So I make sure it's down in the off position. And I make sure my laminator is unplugged. Now I can proceed to my panel, and I have 4 screws. I'm going to go ahead and remove those screws. Now that I have my 2 access panels removed, I'm going to use my number 2 Phillips screwdriver and my pair of snips to remove my rubber gasket and disconnect the power cable. So first I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to snip the zip tie to loosen my power cable, take off the cover. I'm just going to let it hang down for now. And now I'm going to go ahead and remove the 2 screws to remove my rubber gasket. And we're going to do this on both sides of the machine. So once I have my rubber gaskets removed and my power cables released, I'm going to go ahead and take out my heating element from the tube. I put on my gloves so that I make sure that I do not get any oils or anything onto my heating element. So at the end, I'm going to go ahead and just remove the cap. And I'm going to go ahead and slide my heating element out. And I'm going to go ahead and insert the heating element into my top roller. As I get towards the end of the other side of the roll, I'm going to come up to a lip. So at this point, it's good to have another person on the other end to guide you so that you can lift up the heating element to clear that lip.
It's important to note that the second person should be instructing how to position the heating element while also using the flathead screwdriver to help lift the heating element over the lip inside the roller.
So once we have inserted the heating element, we have to go ahead and put our rubber gasket back on, and we're going to go ahead and put the ceramic pipe and lock everything together with our ceramic cap. When we put it in, we're going to go so that we're about halfway into this metal end. Our gasket's going to go over, and we're going to slide it in. We're going to line up our 2 holes, and we're going to put our screws back in. Once our rubber gasket is back in place, I'm going to remove our nut and 2 washers. We're going to have 1 washer. Then we're going to have our contact. We're going to have our second washer, followed by our nut. We're going to get that nut hand tightened. And then we can use either an adjustable wrench or a small pliers to secure that nut and making good pressure contact. This connection is done on both sides, and once we are secure, we're going to go ahead and cover it with our ceramic pipe, and we're going to use our ceramic end to keep our pipe in place. You just twist till it's hand tightened. Once the heating element is fully installed, we'll go ahead and put the covers back on.
And that's it. Your Ally Armor G2 64HA is one step closer to operation. To complete setup, be sure to check out our quick start videos setting up the air compressor and connecting the foot pedal. We've made it easy to get started so you can get back to doing what you do best. Thanks for choosing Ally Armor, your partner in productivity.